What is going on, fellas? I got a different type of video for you guys today. Gonna be breaking down why your diet sucks, what you can do to fix it while I'm eating a high testosterone diet, while I'm eating the foods that you should be eating, because if you are not eating 100% natural whole foods, you are messing up and you are shooting yourself in the foot, okay? Now, diet makes up of literally 50 to 60% of this whole entire equation. This whole entire equation, diet makes up of so much. And so if you're not eating the right foods, if you're not doing the right thing, you are wasting your time in the gym, and you're ultimately going to look like those guys who spend all their time in the gym but don't look like they go to the gym. And the reason why is because they don't understand that diet makes up of so much of this whole equation. So you got to start with prioritizing diet and prioritizing the foods that you know you should be eating. So the number one first thing that you need to avoid and get rid of when it comes to diet is the processed food, the sugar, the candy, the cake, the processed meals, the frozen meals. I used to eat those all the time. All of those type of things are not going to be good for you in terms of just regular health, and you should be eating 100% natural whole foods all the time, right? Obviously, I'm not an advocate for chicken, rice, broccoli, protein shakes, but I am an advocate for 100% whole foods, and that is going to be better than any processed foods. So, if you are not eating 100% natural whole foods, you are shooting yourself in the foot. And the reason why is because your body needs certain essential amino acids, it needs certain essential vitamins, it needs certain essential minerals that it cannot produce on its own, right? I believe off the top of my head, there's 11 essential amino acids your body has to get through diet. And then also there's 9 essential vitamins your body has to get through diet as well. So if you're not getting these things through diet, where are you getting them from? You're not getting them. And if you're not getting them, you're not going to be able to operate at your highest peak. Okay, so you have to focus on diet, because diet is so important and it makes up 50 to 60% of this whole equation. The rest is training, the rest is lifestyle, but diet really makes up a lot. And if you're not putting the stuff into your body that you should be, you're not going to get the result you want to see, right? What you put in is what you get out. In life, in diet, in training, everything. What you put in is what you get out. So if you're not putting the right foods in your body, you shouldn't be complaining about why you're not seeing the results you want to see, okay? And in terms of the right foods, what I'm cooking up right now is ground beef, eggs, and jasmine rice, right? And then I'm cooking everything in butter. That is exactly what you guys should be eating every single day. And if you're going to eat this every single day, you're going to see the results you want to see, because these foods have the micronutrients, they have the vitamins, they have the minerals your body actually needs to function at its highest peak. Okay, so that is what you need to focus on eating. These type of foods right here, and getting those essential amino acids, getting those essential vitamins, getting those essential minerals that your body ultimately cannot produce on its own, right? Your body can produce some of those things, but if you want to operate at your highest peak, you need to get those other things from diet, okay? So a lot of the foods that are, overhyped, and a lot of the foods that are idealized in the bodybuilding community, like chicken and rice, like protein shakes, like broccoli, they are better than processed foods. They are better than some of these foods, and they're good for, calories in, calories out, and protein levels and macros, but you are missing what your body actually needs, which is micronutrients, vitamins, amino acids, and minerals, right? You are missing the most important thing that is going to allow your body to operate at its highest peak, have higher testosterone, better energy, better mood. Everything is going to be better when you start to get these essential amino acids, these essential vitamins, these essential minerals that your body cannot produce on its own and needs it through diet. Yes, you should be focusing on, calories in, calories out, and also macronutrients a little bit, but in order for your body to operate at its highest peak, it needs the micronutrients. It needs them, okay? So yes, macronutrients are important. Yes, calories in, calories out is a little important. It's not the end all be all, right? But micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals are the end all be all, because that is actually what your body needs to produce, right? Maybe it needs some fats to get through workouts, some carbs to get through workouts, and to rehydrate its glycogen stores. But if you're not getting those essential amino acids, vitamins, and micronutrients, your body's not going to operate on its highest peak, okay? So those things are going to come from foods like red meat, eggs, jasmine rice, butter, avocado, oranges, fruits, things of that nature that have those amino acids, that have those vitamins, that have the minerals that your body actually needs, okay? So it's very, very essential to start switching your focus and your perspective from calories in, calories out, and macronutrients to start switching to micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals that your body needs, that are essential, that your body does not produce on its own, okay? So these are things you don't hear about in the bodybuilding community, because the bodybuilding community really just cares about calories in, calories out, cares about macronutrients and how much your bench is, right? Those things are great, but they're not going to allow your body to actually operate at its highest possible peak. And eating foods like red meat, eating foods like eggs and avocado, like I have here, are going to actually get those essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals your body needs to operate at its highest peak. Now, some other things that I see people make a mistake on is not thinking that everything that they put into their body is the result they get, right? Ultimately, what you put in your body is the result you are going to get. And so a lot of people put weed, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, a lot of BS things, vaping, a lot of BS things into their body, right? If you are inhaling it, if you are injecting it, you're putting it into your body. So while it's not classified as diet, it is still something you're putting into your body, and you're going to get that result right back at you, okay? So another thing to note with all of those things that I just mentioned, alcohol, weed, drugs, vaping, cigarettes, these are all estrogenic things, right? They're all estrogenic, and estrogen is a female sex hormone. So if you want to be more like a girl, then smoke weed, drink, do all this stuff. And then also with drinking, it's literally a poison to your body. And then additionally, it's just fat. That's all you're doing, is when you're drinking, is you're just putting stored fat into your body, right? And so if you want to actually burn fat, build muscle, increase your testosterone, you should stop drinking. You should also stop smoking weed, stop smoking cigarettes, stop vaping. You don't see animals in the wild doing any of this stuff because they know that shit is not good for them, and they don't go anywhere near that stuff, okay? Obviously, maybe they don't know, but as human beings, we can be very smart, but in dumb ways, right? We can be smart and then do dumb shit, like drink, smoke weed, take drugs, just stupid shit, right? None of those things are going to actually get any of the results you want to see. They're not going to help you look better. They're not going to make you feel better. And even though they're not classified as diet, you are putting shit into your body, and ultimately that shit is not good for you. Okay, so you got to watch with that type of stuff, and when you're doing that, you are really, really shooting yourself in the foot. And then additionally, when it comes to alcohol, and alcohol is my biggest pet peeve, because in college, I was training 6-7 days a week. I was in the gym going hard, but I was still drinking 2-3 nights a week, and I would still go to the gym. I would still thug it out, but like, I was just shooting myself in the foot. So one step forward, one step back, every single week, every single weekend, and I wasn't seeing the actual results I wanted to see. Yes, I was seeing a little progress, but I wasn't anywhere near the way I am now, okay? So you got to cut out the alcohol, right? It's also, what alcohol does additionally is it increases your cortisol and lowers your testosterone. They have an inverse relationship. The more alcohol you consume, the lower your testosterone is going to be. And I'm pretty sure as soon as you take one drink, your testosterone lowers by like 15%. Okay, so got to stop with that. And you have to understand that what you put into your body is the result you're going to get. And then also, you know, a lot of people, they ask me, I literally eat this diet every day. Ground beef, eggs, rice. And if I get tired of the ground beef, I'll switch to steak, or maybe even throw in some salmon or some fatty fish in there to keep the testosterone high. But ground beef is going to be the best thing you can eat. And then eggs is also going to be the best thing you can eat. Those two things right there, they're literally superfoods. They have all the micronutrients, all the vitamins, all the minerals, and you can get to your calorie number, your macronutrient number through eating this diet too, right? What's more important to your body is the micronutrients and the stuff that it cannot produce, okay? So you want to focus on that. The chicken, rice, protein, pancakes, bread, this stuff does not have the actual micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals your body needs to operate at its highest possible function and highest possible peak. So if you want that, and if you want to be able to build muscle quicker, burn fat quicker, have higher testosterone, have greater mood, have greater energy, have all the things that you're meant to have as a man, be more masculine. Eat this diet and cut out the alcohol, cut out the bullshit, okay? I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you eat these foods, you're going to get jacked, you're going to be high test, you're going to feel your best, you're going to look your best, right? So much of our life is made up of diet, our mood, our energy, how we feel, right? All of these things come from our diet. And if you're eating a shit diet, you're going to get a shit result. So you got to start focusing on diet, prioritize diet, and eat these foods, right? In the first 3 years I was lifting, what I was putting into my body was bullshit. It wasn't good, right? I was putting chicken, rice, broccoli, protein shakes, waffles, fucking cereal, a bunch of stuff that I thought was good because I was bulking up, because I wanted to get bigger. But all I was left with was shitty mood, shitty energy, and just not feeling the best and not performing my best in the gym. Right? I was always wondering why I wasn't getting stronger, why I wasn't ripped, why I wasn't lean, why I wasn't all of these things. It was because I was not eating the right foods. I always had the work ethic. I worked really hard. I was in the gym 6-7 days a week, right? I was following a training program. I was doing the right things, but what I was not doing right was my diet. I wasn't paying enough attention to it. And I just didn't know the right things. I thought I could just get away with anything because, growing up, my family always ate a pretty good diet. And so 80% of my meals would be fine, right? But then I would eat these cereals, I would eat these waffles, protein shakes, and a large majority of my diet was consisted of chicken, rice, and protein shakes. So I was just not getting the essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that your body needs that it cannot produce within itself. Okay, so once I shifted, in the first 3 years of lifting, I was just eating that, and then the last 6 months of lifting, when I've been eating this, I put on like 20 pounds of muscle. I still have a six-pack. I'm still lean. My face looks better. My acne has cleared up. Everything is better because I'm no longer putting BS in my body. I'm not drinking anymore, not smoking weed, not vaping, not doing any of this stuff anymore. So if you guys really, really want to go to the next level and have an amazing physique, it starts with your diet. It makes up 50 to 60% of this whole equation. So I highly encourage you guys to switch over to the diet that I'm eating, because at the end of the day, the taste is going to go away, right? The taste of the food goes away. It goes away, right? But the result never does. The result always stays there. So no matter what you are eating, whether it's cardboard, whether it's fucking this knife, the result you get is going to stay, right? So you might as well be eating the foods that are going to get the result that you want. And these are the foods that get the result, right? What I made is 80-20 ground beef, jasmine rice. I'm going to put a half of an avocado in this one and a half of an avocado in my lunch for tomorrow. And then I'm going to put these eggs that I got cooking up right here on top, and I'm good to go. So again, guys, if you want to actually be high testosterone, be jacked, be shredded, have higher energy, look your best, feel your best, it is about what you put into your body. And if you are getting all the essential micronutrients, amino acids, and all of this stuff, your body's going to function at its highest peak, and you're not drinking, you're going to be good. So start with diet. If you don't know where to start with diet. And, training and lifestyle, those things are important, but diet literally makes up half of the equation plus. So start there, start eating these foods, and be consistent. Once I started doing that, my physique exploded and I look way better. Stop hitting those plateaus, have more energy, have greater mood. Keep it simple, guys, right? Eat high testosterone foods, hit the gym, get shredded, make a little bit of money, get a hot bitch. Still in the works on that, but that's all really life is about as a man. That's all you can ask for. So just start eating these foods, man. If you start eating these foods, your life is going to change. Diet, like I said, it makes up of so much, and what you put into your body, it's going to be the result you get. So you might as well start eating the high testosterone foods, the vitamins, the minerals, the micronutrients that your body needs to produce at its highest level. So that is going to be done through eating these foods: ground beef, steak, eggs, jasmine rice, raw honey, avocados, oranges, bananas, pineapples. These are all the foods you should be eating. Salmon is pretty good too. Shrimp, fatty fish, these are the foods you should be eating if you want to see results in the gym, because these are the foods our ancestors were eating. And they had no gym and they were still shredded and jacked, right? They were out in the sun walking all day. So this is ultimately what you guys should be eating. Eat these foods and you'll get jacked and you'll feel better, have greater energy, have greater mood. So what I do at night, and I recommend this nighttime routine for you guys too, is I'll eat some food, eat this meal right here, go for a 10-minute digestion walk, do a little bit of work for like an hour and a half, and then I'll have a little bit of raw honey and magnesium, and I set a bedtime alarm 30 minutes before I need to be asleep, right? Setting a bedtime alarm is one of the best things you can do because it tells your brain, no more phone, time to relax, time to wind down. Put your phone in another room when you go to bed. You don't want to be getting that blue light, getting that BS into your eyes right before bed. So have a bedtime alarm, set that bitch up, put it on, and every single night when that bedtime alarm goes off, after it goes off, take your magnesium, take your raw honey, put the phone away on the charger, read for 30 minutes, and then go to bed. If you do that every single night, your sleep is going to be so much better. So much better. Okay? So, eat these foods. Do that nighttime routine. Your test is going to be high because you're going to get more deep, more REM sleep, and you're going to feel and look your best. It is your man, Tyler James. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the video below. I'll see you guys on the